Hi, I'm Dr. Gaile Robredo-Vitas and I'm a board-certified dermatologist of the Philippine Dermatological Society. So I am this month's Dr. Skin, and for this edition, I'll be talking about my skincare regimen and my skincare routine and some do's and don'ts. So I hope you learned something and come and join me. Now, a skincare regimen is a very personal thing. There's no one-size-fits-all approach, and it all varies depending on a lot of things. So, what are these factors? Your skin type, most of all, your habits, your lifestyle, the environment that you're exposed to, whether it's humid, dry, cold, warm, and even your budget. And in general, of course, how your skin or how you want your skin to look like. But as for my regimen, let me first tell you a little bit about my skin. So when I was in my 20s, I had normal skin, sometimes oily but never dry. But nowadays, now that I'm in my mid to late 30s, it has become a little more dry. And I do travel a lot, so I get exposed to extremes of temperature, very cold, then hot, and that really does something to my skin. So now I would say I'm a little bit more on the dry and sensitive side and not anymore normal to combination. So as a disclaimer, I am not in any way going to mention any brands. I'm not endorsing any brands, but I will for your reference and so that it won't be hard for you to know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna mention ingredients of the products that I'm using. So now we're gonna talk about my nighttime skincare routine. So ever since I was young, I was exposed to a really long and tedious nighttime skincare routine from my lola and my mom. So it's as normal to me as taking a bath. I would remember that as a child, my lola would tell me, or my mom, before going to sleep, "Oh, come na, kiss me na before I put on my creams." And I would say that all those years of putting on all those creams and taking care of the skin really paid off, because my lola, she's now 87, but she looks like 65. And my mom, she's 60 something, and she really looks like in her 50s. So I'm going to give you my long version of my nighttime skincare routine. I don't do this all the time, but for our purposes today, I made sure that I show you each and every step that I actually do. So to clean my face, I like to do what they now call as double cleansing. So it's actually a coin termed by the Koreans, which basically just means that you clean twice. So you clean your face first with an oil cleanser to remove all the makeup, the sebum, all the creams that you put on your skin, and then it's followed by a water-based cleanser to remove now the remaining dirt and sweat and whatever you were exposed to again during the day. So my double cleansing actually depends on how much I put on my face or how dirty I think it is. So if you look at my face, I have makeup, I have eyebrows, everything. So when it's like this, I like to use an oil-based cleanser that comes in a balm form. So there are actually a lot out there, but I prefer to use the balm because I feel that it's much easier to put. So it looks like this, and as you can see, it's almost empty. So make sure that before you actually touch your face or clean your face, make sure your hands are clean. But for this one, it actually comes with a spatula, so I just scoop the last remaining bits of it, and I put it in my hand, and then I gently apply it on my face and massage it using a circular upward motion. So it looks like this. I usually put it here because my hands are sweaty, so like that, and then I just apply it all over my face, nose, chin, and even my neck because I put makeup on my neck as well. So I'm just gonna rub it in, and usually I count 1 to 30 until all the makeup comes off. There. Once I've generally applied it all over my face, I'm gonna wash it with lukewarm water. So with my face still damp from washing off the balm, I now proceed to the second step, which is cleaning with a water-based cleanser. So I actually have a lot of cleansers in my armamentarium, but for now I would prefer to use a gel foaming cleanser, and I like to put it in my palm And then, while with my face still damp, I just gently massage it all over my clean hands and then rub it on my damp face to remove all the excess and leftover dirt and sweat again all over my face and my neck. And then once I've evenly spread it all over my face, I then wash it again with lukewarm water. So now that I've washed my face with lukewarm water, I am using a soft clean towel to gently dab my face. You can actually wipe, but just be gentle to remove the excess water. So my next step in my long nighttime routine would be to exfoliate. So it will depend again on how my skin feels on that day, if it's dry, if it's oily, if it's really, really dirty. I choose between a scrub or a physical scrub or a chemical scrub. So for physical scrubs, I usually use a plant-based cellulose kind of scrub or a polish that's a little more rough on your face. But for our purposes today, I'm going to use a toner with alpha hydroxy acid. So I'm not really a big fan of toners because toners are meant to rebalance the pH of your skin. So it's usually beneficial when you use soap-based cleanser. But since I prefer to use soap-free cleansers, there's really no need to rebalance my skin. But I do use toners like once or twice a week containing alpha hydroxy acids, which also serve as chemical exfoliants. So for my toner, I have this one that contains glycolic acid, lactic acid, and it helps to exfoliate my skin. So I usually just get a cotton pad and just like pump once or twice, and then I apply it all over my skin. So why is exfoliating important? Exfoliating is important especially when you get a little older because it helps accelerate or what do you say? How do you say it? Making new skin more efficient and more consistent. Because as we get older, so compared to like kids and young in their teenage years or even 20s, they make new skin every 20 to 28 days. So that's why if you compare your skin to like a baby, the baby skin is very young looking, soft, smooth, no irregularities. But as you get older, this skin turnover rate slows down. So exfoliating sort of helps, you know, remove the dead skin cells and force your skin to make new ones. So in that way, it, you know, makes your skin look younger, always new, and glowing, not dull, fresh. Okay, so I've applied it all over my face. I even include my neck, but I don't do this all the time. Like I said, actually, I probably just do this once a week. So now I'm gonna let it dry, air dry it before I go to my next step. So now that the exfoliating toner is dry on my face, my next step would be applying a serum or an essence. So it actually took me quite a while to understand what the difference is or what a serum and what an essence actually is. But as a dermatologist, you know, I read a lot of journals and I do read a lot of like articles, and there was this one article that I read that explained it pretty much in terms that I think everyone will understand. So a serum and an essence, they're actually both, they're similar in the sense that they contain high concentrations of ingredients such as antioxidants, vitamins, and whatever that you want to put in your skin. The only difference is that essence is sort of lighter compared to serum. Serum is sort of like thicker, heavier, and essence comes in like liquid form and even cream form. But I don't apply serums or essence every day, especially during the night. I only use them when I feel that my skin needs a lot of nourishing and pampering. Like for instance, now in the past few days, I've been attending a lot of Christmas parties and I haven't been sleeping well, I haven't been eating healthy, I've been drinking a lot, and even before that, I even traveled. So I feel that my skin really needs all the help it can get. So I am going to apply a serum because since I traveled, I felt that my skin has also been extra dry. So I just apply it on, again, my clean hands, on my palm, and then I distribute it evenly on my face. There. So I like to apply it in circular massaging motions because other than making it absorb better on the skin, I think that massaging adds like an extra relaxation and sort of like you're having a facial kind of thing. It's very therapeutic. There, don't forget your neck. So after my essence comes my night cream, and my night cream is retinoid based. So as a dermatologist, I still think that retinoids are the ones backed by a lot of clinical studies, backed by research, and have been proven to be effective in anti-aging. However, its most potent kind, which is tretinoin or retinoic acid, is kind of irritating for me, and I can't really tolerate it. So I use 2 retinoids also, not as potent as tretinoin, but just as good. It's retinol and retinaldehyde. So I kind of shuffle between these 2 kinds, but my favorite, because I think my skin is sensitive, is the retinoid 0.4%. So I apply it all over my face every other night, and on my neck once a week, because necks, you know, are not as tolerant as your face because they don't have that much sebaceous glands and everything. So I just pump again on clean hands 2 pumps of the retinoid cream, and then I apply it again all over my face. So 2 pumps would mean 1 chickpea size of the product, and then make sure that again you massage it evenly on your face. Usually the retinoid based cream would be my last step on a normal regular day, but usually when, say, I come from travel and from a long flight and my skin is really dry, I add an extra step of putting on a moisturizer on my skin. So it can be a gel-based moisturizer or a cream-based moisturizer, anything that I want, but usually something that's really soothing and moisturizing and something with a little fragrance. So again, this is not for everyone. If you're really oily and you put on like a thick moisturizer before going to bed, you might end up having comedones in the morning. Or for those of you who are allergic to fragrance, it's really not recommended. So this is one of my favorites. It comes in like a colored bottle. It's a cream-based moisturizer, and I just like to put it on my face. So scoop again, like maybe a pea-sized amount, and just apply it all over your face. Again, massage it in a circular, upward motion. So that's it for my nighttime skin regimen. I hope you learned something from it. But as a take-home message, I just want to say that having great skin builds confidence. It makes you look young and fresh. It also makes putting makeup easier. And it's a great way of, you know, self-loving or doing self-care. So invest in your skin, invest in a sound skin regimen that you will adhere to so that you have young-looking skin, glowing skin, and always looking fresh.